Hey boys, welcome back to the second part in this second game, Australia v India, and it's a very important game, a very important innings for us as we come out with a average in the 36, 37ish. Not bad. It could definitely improve though, but we always come out. It's always around 3 for 100 when we come out, but it's a big innings, a big game because India did take the first game of the series fairly convincingly as well, I might add. So we really need to fight back here. It's a good shot to cover the mark. I mean, bowl me some short stuff early. It gets me fired up and it gets me into the game early, which I like. Renshaw has got his 50. Yeah, 4 off 1. Not a bad start as we get to face the spin, which I love every time. And I sort of, like the first game, probably just have to be a little bit more watchful, a little bit more careful early on against the spin. Look for, put the bad balls away, but, be watchful. It's right there. Just, it's a good length nut. It's, they got him in close. Wait for the bad balls and also wait for the pace to come back, which we can score a little bit more freely as this one is flicked away nicely. Just going to be the single, but, that's, gets the confidence up there. So yeah, it's in the balances game. As this one is swept away powerfully. It was over pitched. That's what I'm talking about. Wait for those bad deliveries, and you will get some. But yeah, we let it. Well, if you didn't watch the last episode, watch that because I was screwed over by the keeper, by the fielders, by the bounce of the ball. I've never bowled an innings just without any luck whatsoever. The amount of stuff that went against us, it cost us. It cost us a lot. We could have bundled out India for a lot less. We could have had a big lead, but it's definitely in the balance. I wish it would come up with how much we lead by, but we'll eventually see. Got a little partnership here forming with our Queensland teammate because we let that one go. It was a tight leave, but it didn't hit the stump, so it's a good leave. As this one a little bit wider, we're able to just sort of play it through backward point for a boundary. Is it? Yeah, it just trickles over the rope there. So again, waiting for those deliveries that we can free the arms. And there we go, lead by 242, which is actually decent. Like, we could have been leading by a lot more if things just worked out better and our keeper did the job he was meant to do, but still not bad. 242, if we can get a decent knock here with Renshaw, I would, ideally, you would like, a lead of 400. Make this, make it impossible, really. But we'll see as this one is hit away again just for a single. So they've got the field they got sent against with the Pacers seems pretty good against us. Like they've got the men back for the pull shots, covering up those sort of gaps. But this one, they do have a big gap right there through point, backward, gully type area. There's a lot of room. So anything full and wide, anything short and wide, anything wide in general, we can just free the arms and play with not reckless abandon, but with some freedom anyway. As we do move on to 22 here, it does come around the wicket, which right around the wicket, it is, I don't know, it does seem like a tricky angle, like just away from you. I don't know. I don't personally like facing this type of angle coming at us, but yeah, hopefully he strays still. Tries to compensate too much and strays too much to the pads. Just like that, able to pierce those fielders, pick up another couple. So, yeah, good stuff here by myself and Renshaw, who is 64. He is approaching 100. Where, we have hogged the strike a little bit since being out here, but that's sort of the way it goes. As this one is just absolutely, we just lay back and smoke it. That's time it is 6. I didn't think I hit it that well, but 74 meters. That's not a small hit. That is just crunch. I just love the pull shot. I wish, I'd be happy the pace bowlers just bowled short all day to me. I love the pull shots. They're honestly the nicest looking, in my opinion. They're the nicest looking animation in the game. They're the most satisfying to just smoke. But they're not necessarily like overpowered. Like I get out quite a bit if you just mistime it poorly, like you'll scoop it straight to the man like square leg. So, you know, it's not like it's an overpowered shot, but it's just it's easily my favorite shot to play. So I love that. I love when they bang it in short. As 34 now, Bummer is gonna go over the wicket again, and this time again we leave a good length delivery outside off. You know, smart batting. It's, you know, that one, it's tough to really get that one for runs, so, you know, let it go. That's a ball that can easily catch an outside edge, as this time we try to play it through the covers, which, I don't know, for some reason, it's in previous cricket games, like, the cover drive always seemed to be probably the easiest shot to score runs. Like, you could always hit cover drives, but I don't know, in Ashes cricket, like, I find the cover drive pretty tricky to actually play through the covers. I don't know, it seems like you can play, as we almost run ourselves out there, but you can seem to play it like around point. You can play it straight, obviously, but through like wide mid-off, extra cover region, I find it hard to really get it through that area. And I feel like when you go for it, you're much more likely to edge it. I don't know, just maybe my stats aren't that good in the cover drive area, which could be true as well. But yeah, we're batting nicely. Honestly, haven't even looked like getting out at the minute. Thankfully, you know, we haven't had to face too much spinners this time. We do sort of get a little bit of timing on it. Not really. Pick up the single. But speaking of the devil, we do face some spin right here. Ashwin is back in for his 10th over. And already looking a little bit more susceptible. That time a bit of an outside edge. Thankfully, it doesn't find a fielder. So, yeah, move on to 40. Approaching another 50 in this series, which would be good. We've been pretty consistent. Following a bit of a trend. In the first innings, we're failing with the bat, and then the second innings, we're picking it up, which I guess is good. Like, the second innings is probably the more pressure situation. Like, it's gonna be do or die stakes, but yeah, we seem to be under that scrutiny and under the pressure of the second dig, where we're pulling out the big guns. So it's good, and you know, getting a good score in at least one of the innings, you know, you'd be pretty happy with, especially the fact that we're picking up wickets and we are in for our bowling. So yeah, I mean, I can't be too disappointed as we do approach this half century, 48 or 67. So again, we're not playing super quickly. Like, we're actually batting fairly patiently, especially in this innings. We're very patient as this one is hit away. Gonna push for 2. Thankfully, I turned him back, because that would have been probably a bit of a suicidal run. It didn't go as far as I thought it would, but yeah, this has been just an extremely patient first innings, or not first innings. This has been a very patient innings. 49 off 68. You don't really see that too much. Like, it's usually at least a run a ball, because you hit. It's not even so much that I like to think I bat pretty properly in this game. Like, I don't come out here and try to slog, because I don't find that fun. Obviously in ODIs and T20s that makes sense, because oh no, yeah, you can't believe it. 49. Oh, the outside edge. It's a good delivery. You know, that was a ball that I was leaving early on, but you know, with the 50 approaching, with the we had our confidence up. We were going to go for it, but it's a good ball. It's a good ball. It got a little bit of nip maybe, and get out. Unfortunate for 49. I hate that. But Matt Renshaw, Peter Hanscom has had an absolute stellar game. A couple of hundreds in both knocks. So Peter Hanscom batting beautifully, and we have got a huge lead. This will be, well, unless something crazy happens, it should be unassailable, and we should get the win, but we do have to pick up the wickets. So yeah, hopefully our keeper does his job this innings. Hopefully we can get a bit of luck, and we can pick up some wickets. They're off to a good start, but yeah, the target is 644. It would be it would be easily a world record if they were to chase this down. But yeah, I mean, they're off to a good start. They're going pretty quickly, and also no wickets lost. Number 78 into the 16th over. We come back here, and it's now none for 110 in the 26th over. We've only bowled 6 overs. This one is flicked away, almost a catch. Is just going to clear the man at square leg. Just oh man, we just need one of those just to go to hand. I feel like our confidence isn't down with the ball. We're bowling well, but you know, things going against us. Is 1 for 161. This is it's not looking dangerous yet. I mean, they're so far behind still, but man, they're digging in. That's for sure. Thankfully, another wicket has fallen, so 2 for 200. We're into our 18th over, so yeah, this game in particular was somewhat frustrating. I've got to be honest, as we go up for the LB, definitely not out, but I'm appealing at nothing. As we go for a challenge, yeah, I guess, you know, we're trying to buy a wicket here. Maybe, you know, go for it. It wasn't that far away, although yeah, it definitely is. I think a little bit of a frustration type challenge there. I went for it. It's not far away from the stumps, but it hit him a mile outside off, and it's still missing. So yeah, I don't condone that challenge. It's a bit of a waste. But yeah, Rahane and Raul. So 2 newish men to the crease, as this one is hit away there. So a chance to pick up a couple of quick ones here. Get into the middle, get into the tail. That's what we need to do. But again, is this carried? Oh my god. What can I say? The first innings was bad enough, and then we come back for the second innings. He's got the outside edge. It hasn't. It's a good effort. That time it's a good effort from the slips fielder, but it hasn't carried. I actually couldn't believe it. I actually just couldn't believe it. Into our 29th over. Thankfully, the other bowlers are picking up a couple of wickets. They are 5 for 321, as that one is extremely close. He's not giving it. I think he got an inside edge. I was pretty quick to to go through with it, but yeah, that was close. That was close. He must have hit it because it looked pretty good. We're just appealing at everything now. This is the time of the day where I'm getting a little bit worked up. 33 overs in, none for 46. I mean, we're bowling so tight. We're bowling great, honestly. And can you believe it? The match is drawn. Mitchell Stark, man of the match. I don't know. I mean, he got 5 wickets in the first knock. Probably Hanscom deserved it. 2 big hundreds, but that is a miss. That is a missed game. Probably the most frustrating game I've ever played on Ashes cricket. But that's cricket, baby. That's how it goes some days. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed. Look forward to the next one, and I'll see you then.